Hello my little stow warriors. Yep, I'm back. Back this time with, as I promised before, my new little temporal tropic little build. It's going to be a PvP bad boy. Hopefully you're going to approve of some other, well, to be honest, I've changed pretty much everything about my ship. You know, as I said before, if you watch my other videos, this weekend was going to be payday weekend, and I was going to spunk a hell of a lot of cash upgrading my ship. So here she is. Oh, there goes my text message. Here's my little ship, Ouroboros Raider. She is a beauty. She looks proper cool. Let's get a nice close in there to have a quick look round. I mean, I think these shields are the best. These, I don't know which ones they are, actually Iconian I think, the black ones. Let's have a look, visuals. Oh no, they're the Terran ones for visuals, definitely on this ship look best. That black with that sort of purple there. Sick. Right, okay, so let's go through the build, shall we? Right, it's going to be quite a long-winded one because, as you notice, I've changed a hell of a lot of my ship. I'll have to go through all the skills, all the traits, everything, and show you how I can get to survive pretty well in PvP, and also put out some pretty damn good sort of entropic damage and whatnot. I mean, as you know, PvP now you can't really use all the cannons, beam overloads, all that sort of shite, because everybody seems to be running feedback pulse on all the cheese. So to be honest, got to stick with the torpedoes, I'm afraid. I know it's a bit boring, guys, and it doesn't look so cool, and it's not so much fun to fly, but PvP definitely torps and a lot of EPG I've found. So right, let's run through the build quick time. Let's go through some stats. Pop them up there so you can have a look at them quickly. So we always start with the neutronic. Yep, definitely neutronic there. I don't know if it's good to have the 3 torps up front. I mean, this maybe somebody can tell me if it's good to have the 3. I mean, everybody says you should never have more than 2 because it sort of messes around with the third, but I don't seem to see that problem. And to be honest, I'm not really looking to do any beam weapon damage or anything. As you'll notice, my power levels are low. I'm not really worried about these things actually doing any damage, so I have 3 up here. And plus this neutronic, awesome torp with this quantum phase one as well. That is awesome for recharging your shields. You'll always see that proc in that shield regen, so that's a perfect little torpedo to have up there. And also the PEP. The PEP is the torpedo of choice for PvP. You must have this torpedo if you're going to have sort of a lot of EPG damage and whatnot. This torp is awesome. I think quite a few of the other ones are actually bugged out in certain ways. I'm not too sure. There's some guys out there that are obviously torpedo master and know that some of these torpedoes don't actually work the way they say they're going to. So, but the PEP always seems to be a good one for me. The beam up front, usually I'd run this this Vardois sort of thing, Polaron dual emitter up front, because I just think it looks cool. Plus the thing there as well, you see the 2.5 reduced shields, 50% versus kinetic. I don't know how good that is. I wish I knew. I've never really been able to properly test it. I mean, it looks good on paper for a torpedo build, but I don't know, for PvP for the time being I'm kind of using this Kelvin timeline phaser emitter array. As you see there, I'm not too worried about the damage. I haven't even got it up to level 14 yet. I'm just making sure it's a good accuracy one, but obviously soon I'll get up to 14 just for that damage. I probably won't bother epicing it because I'm not too sure yet. But also this beam here, these look awesome. They look like a cannon turret, so I like that. You know, it looks pretty cool, sounds cool as well, and I'm pretty sure that proc there, that 2.5% chance to knock back 20 meters and hold for 3 secs, I'm sure that's, you know, that's got to come in handy. It's got to work in PvP. I haven't actually seen it work, but if it does what it says on the tin, obviously that's pretty good for PvP. Okay, right. Since I am definitely trying to sort of up the exotic particle gens because I'm using this Raider temporal style. I mean, you see all this here, guys. I mean, you might not think any of this is any good together, but believe me, all this crap works. You might look at my build and think, Jesus Christ, everything's such a mismatch, it's not really stacking correctly, but honestly, when you mix the sort of crappy cheese up together, it really works. You're not getting all the double abilities, all this sort of jazz, blah blah blah, but it doesn't really matter. They're not always the best things to do. For the EPG, you need to definitely go for that solenoid one. I mean, if you see it there, when you get it up to ultra rare, you get the plus 50 exotic particle gens and all the other bump that comes with it, but really you're just looking for those particle gens. That's super boost, so definitely the solenoid. The ones I like to go for, I mean, you might not want to, but I think you should definitely go for this two-piece set. If I was anybody doing sort of entropic or any sort of AoE effect damage, you need the two-piece from this, because you see the temporal engines there, they're okay. I mean, I don't know if the speed that I got was just lucky, and these things, when they turn ultra rare, you get a choice of different procs to add to it, but I got the speed, which was definitely worthwhile with this pair of engines, because they're pretty shit speed at the start, so that was good. That was a good little boost there. All in all, they're not great engines, they're nothing special. If I wish I could, I'd swap them out for, say, the Terran one, just for the extra speed and the defense when your levels go offline, but for the time being these seem to be working. And also the temporal defensive overcharge warp core. I mean, it's not a great warp core, it doesn't give you a load of extra great stuff, but it does give you that trajector self-teleport thing. That is a PvP must as well. You need loads of things like that to keep you going, so that warp core, and obviously with the two-piece CSC is the main reason why you need these two together. Right, okay, so what it says there, plus 25% all damage over time and hazard effects. Deadly. That's a really good boost. You need that boost. So them two together with the warp core being a escapey warp core, definitely worth having the two-piece. Shields, again, I'm not too sure if the shields, you should maybe go for the Iconian ones. I'm not sure, because as you see there, the Iconian ones, they do the reduced damage to shield, blah blah blah, but they also do that, remove shield disable conditions after 1 sec and remove 1 debuff every 10 secs. That's pretty sweet. I haven't actually got these up to ultra rare yet, so I don't know what they give you, so let's hope it's not AP again. If it's AP then it's shit, so I don't know. I'll have to epic these up and see what it gives you, because this might be a worthwhile to put in place of that. But I like the Maker one, because they give you these what is it, that placate thing. When people are shooting you, you need loads of placates, loads of that sort of jazz in PvP, so I choose these ones at the moment. I mean, they're pretty decent shields there. I mean, to be honest with these ones, they got a big hold, they got a big shield level capacity to start with, but I mean, once they're gone, they're pretty much gone, really. But as you'll see on my later on in the build, that shields aren't really my main focus, because nowadays shields are almost they're almost redundant in PvP, to be honest. Okay, so I choose that one. On the rear, we're going for these. This again, the advanced Tholaron beam array, because you see there the 2.5 for the physical damage, the proc, you get placated again, another good one to placate, so you got the placate from that, the placate from that. This beam as well, I may swap it out, I may not. I mean, it's okay, it gives you the shield heal again, you've got that double proc going with that little bad boy there, but the main reason I have it is obviously the two-piece. Most of the time I don't always run this console here. I'm kind of testing this console here. They see that does the three-piece with this one here, the torpedo, that beam, and that is the three-piece. All I'm really mainly sort of worried about for this sort of build is the two-piece for it, the 15% accuracy, the double, the quantum phase weapon, blah 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 blah. When I haven't got this console on, but I've got these two going, it's good to have the double potency of it and all that sort of jazz, plus the accuracy. It's a really helpful thing to have in sort of PvP. Some of the times I'm worried about this. I'm kind of testing the three-piece, really. I'm not too worried I'm not too sure if I'll keep it, but that quantum destabilizing beam is pretty nice when you're sort of running at somebody and you can just pump it in their face right, and it kind of blinds them in PvP. If you ever get it done to you, you notice you can't see shit. It's like the whole screen just goes bloody blaze for the minute, and you're trying desperately to sort of get out of it just so you can see what's going on. So it's, you know, it's pretty handy. I'm trying it at the moment, plus the console itself. Also got the extra phaser damage to boost those weapons up, the aux power, the shield drain. You know, it's nothing special. It's nothing special. I mean, you could swap it out with say the tachyon converter just for the extra sort of bit there in the crit sev. That I'd probably have that there instead, but for now I'm testing this, see how it goes. Right, okay, so that's that 3-piece there, so that's why I've got them. So moving on, devices, PvP, you always need to get these, you know, these reactive armor catalysts. That's like, you know, a big fat boost over 20 seconds, and it gives you the temporary hit points. You need things like that in PvP, and you know, to get them, what is it, I think you engineer, yeah, so you engineer these things here. Oop. So just proc them over, you know, boost them up, get a few of them. You might as well always have loads. They're pretty handy things. I mean, for free, well, almost free, worth keeping. Okay, alright, so definitely have that. Sometimes that stitches you because of the proton damage. If people are using that proton beam, it can really stitch you up, but it's worth having there as well, so go for it. Okay, consoles I use. Definitely go for these little things. This polaric modulator, you know, it's like having a second pair of engines basically. You're always going to have that flight speed and the engine power, blah blah blah. Definitely worth having as well. Okay, so because it's the EPG build I'm going for, you know, the exotic build, I went for the RCS accelerator with the EPG on there, so you get the 37.5 particle gens plus the turn rate, blah blah blah, with the reduced damage to shields. I mean, these things can be expensive. I think with this one I got one, you know, I R&D'd one up, and then I luckily turned it and it straight away went, so I was like, sweet, done. So I was quite fortunate with that one, otherwise they're probably like 50 mil or something stupid like that, or whatever. But okay, so those two are definite. Got the little Bio gel pack, that's to go with the torpedo, the neutronic, you see you have that, and the beam. So that again is another must in the game really. You've got to have this if you're going to go for the exotic particle gens build, blah blah blah. You want to have the 3-piece of this. You get the wicked prop from that. That's the best torpedo for PvP in the game, and the console itself, you know, the console itself is reasonably good. It gives you the cooldown reduction on the bridge officers, the shield hip, shield cap, and the power to subsystems. You know, so again, a definite must 3-piece. I mean, why wouldn't you? And if you look at the 3-piece on this little thing, so you get the extra radiation damage and the cooldown on the torp speed, which is awesome. But then you get this little killer move here. See that, the isokinetic cannon. As you can see, it says 1 minute recharge, but it's definitely 45 seconds. So 15,000 kinetic damage, 100% shield pen. That is sweet. Every 45 seconds you got that proc in, and because you're going to have it on your spacebar, you know, spam button, it's just going to randomly fire at people every now and then. You might as well. The cooldown's quick enough. I mean, it's great. I've seen it kill loads of people with really high hits, and that's because I've got the high. If you see with the EPG, you've got to have it really high for this sort of build. You've got to really work on it. 366. I mean, obviously I could get it higher than that with a couple of extra little things, but I was doing good enough damage with 366, and yeah, that's good enough. Trust me, it works. I'll show you later in a video that, you know, the high EPG for this bad boy really works. So let's move on with the consoles. You want this one. See that with the 50 physical damage rating? That's a must in PvP now, because everybody's using torps, everybody's using entropic shit, and you know, entropic is physical damage and nothing else gives you any physical damage resistance, so that is a must console as well. You have to have it. This one here, so the EPG for that one, the particle gens again, and the shield cap, awesome, have to have it as well. That's another must. Another EPG, see 37.5 for that as well, plus you get the, you know, restore the 303 shield facing, blah blah blah. I don't know how great it is. I mean, I'm going for it just because, like, APG 30, whatever is it, 25, 37.5 and 37.5, so I'm just going for that EPG, and with that one there, EPG again, got to try and get that up. Okay, so I went over that console earlier, I won't do again. That one, yeah, got to have that one as well. That's got your particle gens too, C35.6, I need to epic that really. But that's pretty sweet boost. The torque damage, sweet. Polar on damage, boost of the lasers, you know, that's damn good console, got to have that there. I don't know if you've noticed, I've got no tactical consoles here. I mean, believe me, you don't need them. If you've got high EPG, you do not need tactical consoles. I even run STFs and I get massive damage with this build. No tacticals. Half of this stuff you're probably thinking, that's crap, but I'll tell you, it all works. I mean, this thing here, you'd look at that and you go, what a pile of shit. I would never use that in any of my other builds, why would I? But it's just about the exotic particle gens again. I mean, that 23.7, that's like tier 1, if you know what I'm talking about, tier 1 sort of boost, that is, so that's giving you a real base sort of boost, that is. The other one's giving you like tier 2 or whatever, but that's like the highest boost you're going to get in the game for EPG, so that's a must have there. Actually, let's have a look, see if it takes off, if it's just 23.7, let's have a look. Whoa, didn't actually change anything. Ooh, is it lying to me or is it just lagging out and not doing it? So I hate it when that happens. You take something off and nothing changes because it makes you just think, is this working? Oh no, this is the opposite. Damage. Oh, you penis. Right, that's why it didn't change anything, because that's just damage boost. Right, okay, the other ones are actual generator points. Sorry, my mistake. Right. Oh, it keeps texting me all the time. Right, okay, let's move on. That's what we got now. Binary infusion circuits, yeah. And again, another sweet one. It's just for the crit severity, really. I mean, you get all the other stuff as well, the whole cap, the blah blah blah. But for me, it's really just that crit sev. I'm trying to get it nice and juicy. So when you see something hit, it's pretty sweet. That there is the console that comes with the Ouroboros. See that one? It does the target energy weapon training. Doesn't really mean nothing to me because I'm not really worried about energy weapons at the moment. But it does the tactical readiness, so that's pretty good for my cooldowns. Actually, did I actually put it in there? Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. Seeing the overload tactical systems. That one there is pretty awesome. I mean, you'll probably notice in PvP when you're playing it a while, 2 minutes seems to go very quickly. So even though these are 2-minute cooldown consoles, you're using them all the time. They're bloody always using. And that there, see, it gives you the recharge time and the bridge officers and the firing cycle haste. Yeah, so that's a pretty sweet console as well. Might as well use it. Why not? Maybe you can swap it out for something else, but I use it because it seems to do me pretty proud. Okay, right. So there's the WEPs. Believe me, you might not think any of this works, but try it. If you know. Please tell me if you think it's crap, or give me any more ideas if you want to change it. But honestly, try these WEPs out, they all work. Okay, let's move on to the bridge officers. Right, bridge officers I go for, they're all going to be, what is it, skills, they're all going to be, no, it's traits, they're all going to be these tactical, cooldown guys. You want them for your engineers, your science, you all want them to be the tactical cooldown or cooldown recharge on the timing thing. Maybe because I'm a cloaker I should go for maybe a Riemann or something that helps me give me what is it, subterfuge or advanced subterfuge or whatever you call it, that gives you the cloak and hell ability. And but I don't know, I'm gonna probably try that eventually because I don't even think I've got any, to be honest. Let's have a look. I've got Romulans, but I think they're not. I don't think they're. Oh yeah, there you go. So maybe it's these ones. I think the other guys are subterfuge guys. I can't remember what they do actually. I don't know, but these are the ones I want. So I want the 15% recharge speed on cloaking. Maybe I should have one of these or two of these instead of the. I don't know. I'll try it. I'll try it one day. I'll have one or two of them and see if that helps. But at the moment, I'm going for the cooldown on my bridge officers. Okay, let's actually go over their skills now, these bridge officer skills. So as you can see, I don't double up on anything. I'm trying to use all my abilities to try and reduce my cooldown so I don't have to double up on anything, because later on you'll see that I've got these other traits and skills that will help all this crap. So you know, you don't need to double up. So what I'm going for is I'm going to go for the Omega 1, the Omega Pattern 1. That's good enough so far. The Delta, I mean, I've got nothing that works with Delta. I've got no Delta Prime or anything on, but you know, I still use it anyway. Maybe I'll change Delta. No, because I need tactical officer abilities. These little bad boys, I need these two to be proccing all the time because they work with a skill which I'll show in a bit anyway. So no, definitely gonna have two of these. Gonna have the chemosite laced. Got the radiation damage boost from the neutronic set, and one of the other parts anyway. So the boost's pretty good on the radiation damage there. Okay, and it's a pretty sweet little thing to have with the torpedoes, so it's good to have the chemosite. Maybe you should have tactical team 1 instead, but no, I don't think so. I think this works pretty handy. Okay, so the other one, I'm going to have the torpedo spread 2. Yeah, that's the best one. I have torpedo spread 2, and then casual reversion. This is like your heal, you know, so you get that, you know, the 5, nearly 6,000 hit points plus blah blah blah, based on number of foes within entropy on it. So that's your heal basically, that keeps you going. Okay, for attack, these are the two main ones really. I mean, you got your torp spread, you got your Omega to boost the power, your chemosite to hurt them hard, and then you've got these little bad boys. These are the ones that you have to have on this build. On any temporal build, you'll hear it. You'll hear the deadly pew pew, the pew, and that's it. You know you're going to have 50k on your hull or something stupid like that every time. What does it say there? 17 seconds. It says 17, but I've got other things to cool it down quicker, so that's always 15 seconds every time, guaranteed. And I think the same with that. Yeah, so 34.2 recharge and that rapid decay. I mean, that plus it stacks the entropy on them, plus the physical damage. Those two together, they're a killer on their own. When you got your torp spread going in as well, one shot in most people. Most people that aren't good at PvP, obviously, you know, obviously proper PvP players will counter all this shit and they'll survive a little bit longer, but it'll kill them in the end and they'll bitch about it. That's why I love it. The deadly pew pew, it's great. Okay, so you know, keep yourself alive. You need a polarized hull. You need to get out of everybody's tractor beams and controls and blah blah blah, and you need that, you know, defense resistance every time. Hazard emitters just to keep yourself from dying. You know, it's an extra little, you know, saving grace. This is my saving grace bar. It's like heal, 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 run, leg it bar. Okay, so emergent. What we got? Yeah, powder engines. Because you're a little ship, you obviously can't take as much of a beating as everybody else, and you want to get in, get out pretty quick. So need your engine power high. So always have that on. Structure and yeah, Augusta structural. You definitely need that on, because in a bit I'll show you with a DOF that with a DOF, a special DOF, placates you constantly. So that with all those damage resistance and that heal, plus it's so quick to cool down. I mean, what is it? It's like 13 seconds, but I think if I use something else it goes even quicker. Oh no, 13 seconds. I'm pretty sure there's other things I've got that cool that down as well while I'm fighting, so that's constantly healing myself. 12,000 plus that defense for 10 secs. It's pretty much global. That's a must. Okay, structure integrity collapse. Yeah, that's a good one for me. You know, it gives me the kinetic damage resistance. Blah blah blah. I could swap that out for something else if I thought I was getting really battered. Maybe I could swap it for another engineering team, or I don't know. But at the moment, I'm just worried about damage. I don't know if you ever fight against me on PvP, you'll realise I don't care about dying. I ain't got no problem issue with getting shot, so I'd rather just hurt you a lot and panic you, and if I die, oh well, I had fun. Okay, right, so there's some bridge officers. Honestly, try them out, you know, with all your cooldowns. Try this whole build out. I mean, you'll love this build. If you give it a go, you'll think, oh god, you're just OP, because it is ridiculously OP, and it will work perfectly for anybody. Right, traits. Actually, no, we're going to go for skills first, because You probably notice I've had a real fiddle around with my skills lately. You know, beforehand I sort of based it all off and I tried to put more in tack and more in weapons, blah 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 blah, but no, I had a good fiddle and I changed it all about. You know, I took out this sort of crap because this shield cap, you know, I left one of them in, but the restoration, poof. I mean, maybe I should put some more in. Maybe this is because my shields do go quick, but I've got things proccing the shield, so you know, I took all that out. I thought, what a waste of sort of 4 spots or 5 spots. Yeah, it is a massive waste. And beams. I'm not really worried about beam damage. I shouldn't probably even have one in there, really. I don't even know why I put one in. See, these two are probably a waste. I should probably get rid of them, use them on something further down that's a bit more. Maybe just put another torp in or something. I don't know. Okay, but what I didn't have before, I didn't have these two. These are definitely, you need these two on there, definitely. What else I got? I put a bit of extra shield hardness. Maybe I don't need it, but I did. See, again, another one I might have wasted a space, but these are definitely max these out because these are all for your crit sev. You know, your these maneuvers. You know, bonus defense, targeting. Yeah, max them out. I mean, maybe not targeting. Maybe I could have taken one. No, I kept it on because I think it really helps you actually like keep locked onto people because they do disappear a lot and all that sort of crap. I'm not sure if it just does your accuracy or if it actually helps you see people better, but I thought I'd better max it out just in case. You know, who knows? There you go. More crit chance there. More sev. You know, definitely max them out. This whole pen, I think I should have taken something off up there and actually put the whole pen all the way up to the top. Probably would have been a bit better idea for me, but I didn't. Yeah, I might have to come back and swap all that around and take a couple of things off, but okay, you definitely need the max on the particle gens. Oh, that's the one I did. Oh, yeah, no, yep, okay, did the shield hardness. I'm just going to skip over these quickly because I'm sure you can see for yourself what I'm going for. You definitely want the mastery. Did I go for the reflection? No, I didn't go for the reflection, but I went for the critical hit damage as applied as shield healed. That is pretty sweet. You know, that's a definite one as well. Readiness, I only went for 1 because I used the other console on the ship before that gives me the 50, so I'll get the 100 anyway. So why not? Plus I got all the other things. Right, okay, so specializations. For this build, I would definitely say go pilot first, temporal second. I tried it the other way around because temporal, it does give you that little get out of jail free card sort of thing there when you're about to die, but I don't know. I just think the other stuff you get for it's a pile of shit, so you know, you're never going to use any of this crap at all, so it's a bit of a waste really. So Seconds alright, you know, you get all this sort of shit. Overtime effects. Nice. Temporary hit points. Nice. See, they're pretty sweet, the first and second. I haven't actually maxed out. Oh yeah, shit, I just realised that. Damn. Oh well, can't. Right, pilot, but yeah, pilot's your one, isn't it, really? Pilot's your one. All the stuff you get there for all the extra this gubbins, you know, you wouldn't get that otherwise on the other side, so sweet. Gotta have that. Okay, traits. Right, traits, what we got? Personal space trait, right. You'll probably notice I've swapped all of these around again. So the ones I'm going for here, I'm going for ablative shell, that gives me the extra heal. Going for give it your all, definitely for this one. Right. So that dodges 20% of incoming damage for 33 secs. You know, that's every time I'm using one of those abilities, so that's a good one as well. I mean, it might not look like much, but it really makes a difference. So yeah, put that on there. Biotech patch, you know, you've got to boost those heals up, boost them up big time. So that one's a must for me as well. That really is a big difference. You'll notice that. You fail-safe scrambler to get you out of the shit. Yeah, last down of the 20% a hole, you'll be there quite a lot of your life if you're in PvP, so that's your instant placate, and you'll see everybody using that again. If you don't have these placates or any of this you know, unkillable shit, you will not survive in PvP, so don't even try it. It's an expensive hobby, PvP, and you will need the good stuff to win. Okay, so helmsman, evasive maneuvers, cooldown, blah blah blah, turn rate. Inspirational Leader, you need that for the extra stuff you get there, the mastery skills with every time you proc any of those little bad boy maneuvers there, so that's a must. This is your other one. Look at that crit hit chance. Was it 50% critical hit chance with exotic damage abilities, you know. So that's your entropic basically. Every time you fire that, or every time you fire, what is it, the other one? God, pretty much most of the stuff I'm using here is going to be exotic. There you go. That's going to be 50% crit chance, 50%, 50%. So look at that, that's just ridiculous. That is. 2 secs. Quick little smoke, vape should I say. Alright. Well, we got a positive feedback loop, use that as well. Yep. After a whole shield heal, 10% exotic damage. After exotic damage, 10% increase whole shield. So that's swapping backwards and forwards constantly throughout. So that's a good one to have. Secret command codes, you got your resist, all your damage, your hit points every 30 secs, and you know, every time somebody's holding you, controlling you, doing placates or anything, which is constantly, so that's another good one to have. And plus your accuracy, you've got to have your accuracy. You know, I can't wait till the advanced accuracy comes out. Yay! It's another little boost that I'll add on there. Okay, so starship traits. For the moment, these are the ones I'm using. So see, you got the attack pack and Omega and Delta. So every time you use Delta or Omega, it's doing the 15% recharge on Eng, 15% temporal move. So that's pretty sweet. I'm definitely keeping that on there, and that's the one you get from this starship, this Ouroboros. That's the one you get from doing this. So that's awesome. Or is it traits again? And this is a must. Got to have the invincible. Yep. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. Well, as soon as you go down to 0 health, you're invincible. Ah, that's what confused me. I thought this was just every 60 seconds. That's oh my god, that's a long time. That is a long time. Shit, that's not good. I thought that was every 60 seconds. I was wondering why I was dying very quickly. Now I know. Read the small print. Okay, so we got reciprocity for my recharging my temporal abilities again. It's a shame this does engineering and not tactical, sorry, because that would be better as if that was doing the tactical, then I could get rid of reciprocity, but still got to keep that fucker in there because it does help. So damn you, I want to get rid of you. Right, where we go. Highly specialised, awesome. There you go. You can read it there. Every time you do any of your special powers, you get the recharge and you get the boost on those exotic particle gens again. Stacks 5 times, so sweet. Definitely need that. Tactical retreat, just another get out of jail free card in PvP. You know, when you're low. So you got that one that's 25%. What was the other one that was zest? So that's 0. So if you get below 25, that's going to proc, so that's going to give you the get out of jail free at 25. Then you recharge. Then what was it, this one here, that's 20%, so if you get 20 you get another get out of jail free card there. And then at 0, that's your final get out of jail free. Then you know you've got to wait your time limits for these to recharge again, so you get your get out of jail free cards again. So it's good to have those things, guys. You need them sort of things. Okay, space reps. Not too sure on these, not 100% yet, but I think I'm pretty much there. I mean, you definitely need that all damage based on auxiliary power, blah blah blah, and you definitely need that defense. Actually, I'm not too sure about that one. I may change that. Right, I'm going to change that actually. Yeah, okay, because it's not that great. I mean, what is it? 5.9%. Let's have a 2 secs. Let me just have a quick look. So we got 5635. Let's just have a quick flick out. Before I'm going to take that 5635. It's like 300. I'm going to swap it, and I'm going to do it right now for something else that I wanted to try. Which one did I want to try? That's the one. When damaged, gain immunity to all damage for 3 secs. Okay, I'm going to try that because that every minute is a free defense thing. Might be worth it, might be a pile of shit, but things like this save your life without even realising it. They really do. I mean, yeah, I'm going to try it. Okay, so then we're going to go for the counter stroke. this is control effects. You get the crit save for 5 secs, and that's like constantly. I mean, you're constantly getting controlled again, so you're getting the constant crit chance, so that's sweet. This one here, you get the 30% damage on overtime with hazard effects. I don't know if that's great, but yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that because everybody seems to use the dots on you, so definitely try that out. That's a must. As you see, all that defense for the auxiliary power and the shield, you know, that's a no-brainer, that one there, definitely. And this one, I'm not too sure on this one yet, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, you know, yeah, you get the extra shield bonus every 20 seconds pretty much, because everybody's always critting, so you're always going to get the extra shield. And as I said, you know, these little sort of shield heals and these little procs that boost you up and heal you up, like this thing here, you know, that thing there, you know, you need those sort of things in your life. You need something constantly healing you up, otherwise you're just going to get squished like a bug. Okay, your active reps, you know, you can read them out there. I don't need to show you. You get that big ball. That's sweet. That's sweet as shit, this move. You know, that's a PvP must move. When you're just about to finish somebody and you see they're being like sub-nuked or something, you just proc that, you know, give them hell. Sweet, that's a must. The rest are just like, you know, that's your lifesaver. That's your final stand. You need to run away quick time, and that's, you know, that's the one there. That's okay. You can kind of prog these two together and sit inside that. Shield you know, get your shields right up with that while you're invisible, and that's just to get rid of people's bloody little ships that were flying around spamming you. I don't even really use that. That's just whatever. Both of those two are whatever. You know, they're there just to look pretty. Okay. Oh, what we got? So we've done that. We've done that. We've done the stations. Don't need to look at rep. Okay, so moves. You know, power levels. You need your high orcs. Your high engines for the speed. Don't really worry about shields. I mean, they'll get boosted by certain things. I'm pretty sure I've got stuff here that will boost those shields up a little bit, but not too bothered. Don't really seem to notice much shield drop because everybody's firing torpedoes anyway and barely doing any shooting, so whatever, keep it low. Obviously keep both of these low. I've got both of these on 15. That one there, it's got its power level up to 61 from 15, so that's pretty handy. Okay, so tray wise, this is kind of my spacebar tray. These two bad boy trays go there. You know, this is your first one to go, going downwards, and then that's my second one. So as you see, when I'm hitting spacebar, it's moving down the ladder, procking all this stuff. And the way I want it to sort of proc is, you know, as I'm running up to my target, I'm going to press spacebar. It's going to get this, you know, the engine's going quick. Nice, and getting the speed up going. Then it's going to preload the torpedo spread. Then as I'm, you know, 12k or 11k away, then I'm going to start spamming the shit out of the spacebar. You know, get the Chemosite, get that Omega going, get that going. Then when they come in the target, it's going to highlight this. That's going to fire. That's going to fire. That's going to fire. And you know, torp spread. That. Everything going together. Death move. You know, when you've pugged your Alpha as well, you've pugged that. You've pugged all your shit. It's, you know, a death move. That sort of volley of doom, and then you finish up with, you know, your bit of rapid decay afterwards if you want. You know, I always just spam that onto them as well, so that's just in case they didn't die on the first pass through. That's going to finish them off on the way past. So, you know, that's how you do it. You sort of, if you're going to spam at the spacebar, you've got to spam the spacebar really. I mean, it's too hard to play, clicking everything. I can't do it, and anybody that can, you're a better man than me if you click everything. Got to at least have one auto fire stuff. So this is what I put on auto fire. This is the stuff I'm always going to be using. You know, so that's what you want to put on there. The stuff that you don't want to pay attention to all the time. You just want it to be firing whenever it comes available. So stick that there. I mean, I should really have brace for impact over here as a defense, but I always forget to use it. So because I always forgot to use it, I thought, well, sod it, just stick on the spacebar button, otherwise I'm never going to bloody ever use it, and it's just a waste. It is a good little move, you know, that's wicked to have. When you hit, if you're getting battered, you can proc all of that and have that there as well, say, over here, you know, and that's going to full heal you, plus all that defense. It is sweet, but because I always forget to use it, I just leave it over there. You know, sod it, that'll do. It'll just get used, and when and now, whatever. Okay, so down here, these are all the ones I have to click to fire, you know. So I've got my Alpha, my, what is it, tactical fleet. Oh shit, what have I got tactical fleet there for? What? Oh yeah, no, that's what I want, yeah, tactical fleet. What's fire on my mark then? Oh, why have I put that there? I don't want that there. Well, I thought that was over here. There you go, I'm swapping that over as well. Right, so you want, yeah, your tactical fleet, your alpha, your fire mark there. So when you really want to batter somebody and you want to finish them and you're powering everything up, you can proc all 3 of these and yeah, it'll usually finish them. Plus that one as well, I like to smash that as well, just so I get the firing haste and blah blah blah. Get all the goodies. Okay, then I've got my evasive manoeuvres, you know, get out of jail. I used to have that on the spacebar and constantly pug it, but now I like to save it for when I'm in deep shit now, because otherwise if you're pugging it all the time, just when you really bloody need it, you haven't got it. You'll get that a lot. So yeah, have it down here. Then I've got my health bit here, and this is my, you know, final bit of defense, get out of shit. There's my seriously get out of shit bar. These ones here are just, you know, you got that quantum destabilizing beam for when I'm running at them, and then I can slow them down and fuck them up with more damage with that. So these two are a double whammy. Then, just in case I get bored, these are again get out of jail free cards. You need your rock and roll. That's you know, that good bit of defense when you're getting smashed. You can rock and roll, and if you're still getting smashed by the time of that, then you can trajectory jump and get the hell out of that. You know, get the hell out of dodge. Plus, you can also dump one of those little constrictor anchors behind you as before you rock and roll. Dump that, then rock and roll, then do that if you have to. Usually they get fucked by the constrictor as well, which so that does help. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's an extra freebie. It works, doesn't it? Okay, threatening stance, don't really worry about that. Ramming speed, I'm a bit of a sucker for a bit of ramming speed, but I haven't killed anybody in a while for it, but I do love to use it. It is cool. And then your cloak, obviously, you know. Right, there's one thing you must remember with this bloody ship. You've got the extra thing that, you know, does this. You've got this little thing here that does the extra thing. You have to remember, because I always forget, to press it. I mean, the other ones, I find they're shit. I mean, have a quick read if you want. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But the one you want to use is the third one. It needs to be the support config. See that? The exotic damage again. That's the one you want to use. Always click that one, start it off, you know, start your beam, your bar building. And as you notice when you're in 6, you know, you're at the top here, it's, you know, that's pretty much helping you fuck them up next time when you decide to use this. You do this physical damage thing that absolutely smashes them. When you're pugging that, you know, everything, it's just so much damage, it's ridiculously overcharged. And you'll see, if you ever go through and can afford and you want to do this build, you'll see that everything together is so overpowered. Yeah, it really is. You know, even that entropic one on its own, I've seen it do 150k hits, you know, straight through the shields. Nothing is surviving that. Right, okay, there was one more thing we did miss that was important. Oh, there's my catalysts. We want to look at the rosters. Okay, see, rosters, not your rosters, your DOFs. The ones you want to go for that are must, that are a must of this. This one here, it might sound shit. After 15 seconds, 50% chance of 40% hull. That is sweet. That might sound shit, but I think if you're doing a hazard emitters that's doing as much as I do, I can't show you. Oh, there you go. So 40% of that plus that, so you'll see your health will be there. After that's procced in the sun, it will just go full. Thank you. That's that bad boy there. So get it. This is the main one you want. See that? Upon activating aux to structural, blah blah blah. When damage placates for 4 seconds. Only attract, you know, 4 seconds every 10 seconds. Not bad, hey? That is the one you want. Just against one attacker, but if you use that and the other placates, you'll find people just going, where the hell are you? Constantly going invisible. It's sweet. Sweet to have. So that is a must. Plus with the whole heal, again, a must, you know. Sweet little combo. It's the other one you want for the 40% chance to remove debuffs from self. So every time you use that, so when's that? That's going to be like every 15 seconds because you've got other things that are cooling it down. I can't proc anything off because nothing. I did a little bit then, but that will be, you know, pretty much global most of the time. So you can have the removal, which is a must again. Me for speed, I go for these ones. You know, I go for everything that reduces the recharge of your evasive manoeuvres. So I go for 2 of them, I think. Yep, 2 of them. Plus I've got my helmsman trait, remember, as well, so that's another 8 seconds off, so you know, there's a good little recharge. And then this is this guy as well, so every time I use powder engines that recharges. Yeah, let's see if I can proc it off. Let's see if I wait the 7 seconds till that runs out. I'll show you if it works. Let's see if it bloody works. You know, these things sometimes they don't, but I'm sure it will work. Where is it? Yeah, drastic reduce. Come on in. Right, let's go. There you go. See, insta cooldown. Sweet. That is sweet. So you can't go wrong there. Okay, so I think I'm actually done now. Let's go. So we've got duty officers, blah blah blah, overview. Right, we've done all that, done all that. Okay guys, right, that's the end of that build. So that is the Temporal Ouroboros Death Machine Piao Piao sounding bloody. When you hear that gun, honestly, you'll love it. You'll love that. You will love it, because it's, you know, you're just about to kill somebody as soon as that shoots, and it's constant. Right, gonna go into some PvP fights now. Let you guys see. I'll probably put some of the old usual PvPers up there. Maybe winning, maybe losing. It'll probably be like Angry Granddads or whatever they're called. EG against I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna pug it out and see how we go. All right. Cheers, guys.